Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a Friday faith video. I put one out every last Friday of the month. It's basically every other Friday I put out a video, and the last Friday of those each month is the faith video. That's probably really confusing, but yeah, that's why I put them out. And today's video is gonna be my faith goals for 2021. Last year, if you watched my previous video, I kind of went into it, but last year I really fell off. 2019 was probably the strongest year I've ever had in my faith, and 2020 hit and it was on back burner, which it should never be. And this year I want to go full force into my faith and really jump head first and make this year a great year and a year where I am so much closer to God. So I have about 5 goals, and they're pretty broad, but I felt like that was a great place to start. You know, I don't want to overdo it for myself because I don't want it to be something I dread. I want it to be something I want to do. So my first one, which is just overall, and I think all of these following can kind of contribute to this, is more time with Christ. Whether that just is praying, Bible journaling, Bible studies, going to church, talking to people about God, sharing my testimony, any of the above. I want to do more of that, so I'm spending more time with Christ. I want my life to be more oriented with my faith. That noise you hear in the background is Bolo, and he has a water bottle under the bed that he is playing with. Hey, quiet. So number 2 is weekly Bible work. I don't want to overdo it by trying to be like, read the Bible every single day. So I went with a weekly Bible work as a goal. So once a week, I want to pick up my Bible and either do a Bible study, Bible journal, or just read in the Bible. This morning I woke up and I opened up my study Bible, which I have the New King James, the Woman's Bible. It looks like this. It's not the cheapest Bible, I won't lie, but it does have a lot of really nice footnotes that kind of can dive deeper into some of the different things you read. So I do really enjoy that. So this morning I opened this up, I read Romans chapter 8, and I thought that it was a great start to my morning. And if you watched my previous faith video, which I will leave a link up there and a link down below, I did a Bible study with journaling, and just by doing that, once a week, whether I go that far into depth or I just read it, I think that'll really help strengthen my faith, my love for God, and hopefully it can help me better understand, what I strive for so much, that strong faith. I can understand that faith better and share that with others. So number 3 is writing my prayers. I used to be very good at this, and I would write, prayers down, at least every week, if not every day. I really went all in, and then I fell off. I really just fell off. And then a lot of times when I'd feel like, you know, I was really lost, I'd pick it back up and I'd start Bible journaling again. And I want it to be Bible journaling, prayer journaling, but I want it to be something that I always do, you know, something that I really make a priority. I think it's very amazing when you, oh, Bubby, I'm filming. Okay, you can come up here, but you just sit down. You have to sit. We'll put that there. I think it's really awesome to then look back on those prayers and be able to be like, wow, God was really listening, or, you know, this was silly and super, you know, selfish, or, you know, it's good to look back and be able to reflect on what you were asking of God, so that you can really, one, pray better, and two, be thankful for what you have. So and I can show you guys my prayer. So this is my prayer journal. It says, "Send it up to God." I got it from Hobby Lobby, but they actually have almost this exact same one on Amazon. So I will leave that link down below in the mentioned and all the way at the bottom in the shop this video. So I write in here, let's see here, you're not gonna be able to read any of it, but I write down my prayer, and then and I started reading one, and then I used to put my Bible notes in here, but I have decided not to do that anymore. So let's see, I'm just trying to find some sermon notes. I used to post these on my Instagram. I should still do it. I think I'm going to get back into it once I get back into church. But I would write my Bible or my church notes in here too, and I still do that. I always write my church notes in here. I think it's really nice to look back on, and a lot of the times I can, you know, read the prayer I wrote before I went to church, and I can be like, wow, that really reflected on what the sermon was about that day. And I always find that so fascinating. It also has these little Bible quotes on the bottom, and sometimes I'll be sitting there listening to the sermon, and I get done, and I'm just going over everything, and I'll read the little Bible note at the end, or verse, and it's like literally exactly what was spoken about at church. It just blows my mind every single time. But I do that. I have this. I'm going to, I think, get a separate notebook for my sermon notes at some point, but just not right now. This works just fine for me, and it's kind of sturdy. It has like this faux leather, and then yeah, it's a very sturdy notebook. So you should get one for yourselves. But overall, that is my third goal for 2021, is to really why do I keep saying that? Prayer journal more often. Okay. So number 4 is to find a church. I'm very picky about my church. I won't lie. I'm very picky. I'm not confirmed in any church. I was baptized as a Catholic, and I kind of left the Catholic Church. I love, Catholicism. I think it's a great Christian, like a great, oh my goodness, what is that? It's like a great sub thing of Christianity. But I have been leaning more towards the Lutheran side, because non-denominational, a lot of the times I just feel it's very hard to find one that fits what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something a little more structured, because like I grew up Catholic when I went to church as a kid. it was a Catholic service, and they are very extravagant. So to go to a non-denominational after that can be kind of like, whoa, this is not really what I'm used to. So I've kind of found a happy medium in the Lutheran services that I went to, and I started going to a Wells church back home, and it is my favorite church I've ever gone to. I love that church. I love the pastor. I love the people there. A lot of my friends and coworkers went there, but I moved, so I don't go to that church anymore. And I just recently found one here where I live, and it was very, very nice. I've only gone one time. The weather has been very permitting, and I don't have the best car, so it's hard to, you know, be like, I'm gonna go and then get stranded and nobody's gonna be able to get me. So I haven't been going as often as I'd like, but I have gone one time. I do really, really like it, and I think I found one near our cabin that I also like, that we want to get to, but again, life has been really throwing some curveballs, and we haven't been able to get to that church yet, but I'm gonna make it a priority to get there. Maybe not this weekend, maybe next weekend. If you follow me along on my vlogs, you would know whether or not it pans out, but I want to find a church that I can really go to, feel comfortable there, feel like it's, you know, strengthening my faith, feel like it's challenging my faith in a way too. You know, I want to feel like, wow, I am very sinful, or wow, you know, I want to feel like it's not just, oh, I'm so comfortable here, like, oh, they make me feel like I'm this great Christian. I want it to make me think about, like, am I doing this right? Am I being a good Christian? How can I be a better Christian? You know, am I doing this selfishly, or am I doing this for God? So that is my goal. Find a church, stick with the church, and go to church. And then number 5, I want to focus on killing my sinful natures. We all sin. We do it. Doesn't matter how good of a Christian you are, you're gonna sin. And it's okay in the end. You know, that's what Jesus came for. But you don't want to just keep on sinning. If you know you're sinning, try and fix that. Try and be better. So I wrote this little quote. It says, "Set my mind on things above, not on things of the earth." And if you watched my last video, that is Colossians 3:2, and I did kind of this whole thing on my struggle in faith, and I've used Colossians 3:12 as kind of like the main verse, the focus, and 3:2 was within that chapter, and it really, really spoke out to me. So I kind of made that my verse of the year, and I think that it is going to be a challenge. I think that it's gonna be up and down, but I think it's a really good verse, a really good quote, if you would, and I think that it could really help me strengthen my faith, push myself to the limit, and yeah, I'm gonna keep you guys updated so you guys know how that goes. It's not going great yet, I won't lie. I am struggling with my sinful nature, but we're gonna keep trotting along and trying to get there. So those were my faith goals. I challenge you guys to, you know, at least find one faith goal, one goal for this year that is focused on your faith. And if you feel comfortable, share it down below in the comments or DM it to me on Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram here. And yeah, just leave a comment if you like these videos, leave a like. If you have any faith videos you'd like to see from me, let me know. Like I said, I do one faith video every month on a Friday. It's the last Friday of my Friday videos. So confusing. But yes, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.